Hey, Smarty Pants! Today we turn the page to this new exciting chapter, the muscles of the body. We already learned how movements happens at joints in chapter 9. We already understood the basics of muscle contraction in chapter 10. Today we are going to start describing the muscles of the body as organs of the muscular system, the organ system. So today we're going to start describing the muscles, how they're arranged, how the origin, the insertion, the location of the muscle can give us clues of the action. We can figure the action without memorization of that muscle. We can we're gonna learn how to name them. We're going to learn the principles of leverage that explains the mechanics of these muscles. And also we're going to group them in major groups in the body and describe the actions and innervation. The innervation is what is the nerve that supplies that muscle. Remember, in order for muscle contraction to occur, we need the command, the order from the nervous system. So through nerves. So we're going to understand and learn the nerves, the individual nerve, the stimulate individual muscles. That's innervation. But in here in the lecture, we're going to learn those muscles in group. On the lab, we are going to study muscles individually, origins, insertions, innervations, and actions, as well as the surface anatomy, which is the anatomy of the landmarks that we can see through the skin, like what is this bump, what is this tendon, those things. So let's start right away with this chapter, muscles of the body. The muscles in the body are arranged in different or follows different type of arrangements. We have the first one is the parallel arrangement. In these, the muscle fascicles, remember a muscle, the entire muscle consists of several muscle fascicles, and the muscle fascicles consist of muscle fibers. So in here, the muscle fascicles are arranged parallel to each other, uh, following the same direction, each of them in two types of arrangement, the parallel one. It can be either the fusiform, which is this one, where the fibers run on the same direction, okay, well, pretty much in the same direction. And in here in the middle, the muscle is bulkier or is fat, it has a belly, and it thins on the ends. So that's the fusiform. Examples of the fusiform, in here we have the biceps brachii, uh, the muscle of your anterior aspect of the arm. Then we have this strap-like. It looks like a strap. The fibers are parallel, straight to each other. Examples of this, we have the sartorius, which is located on your thigh. We have the sternocleidomastoid. Is this muscle, this one, located on your neck. Um, then we have another type of muscle, which is the convergent. In here, the fibers, the musical fascicles, they begin or they originate in a broad surface. See, fibers begin from here, from here, from here, from different directions, and they converge in one single point. So this is a convergent type. Examples is the pectoralis major. Then we have the circular. The circular, and we have few examples of those. These are muscle fibers that attaches around an opening. It can be the eyes, it can be your mouth, like orbicularis ori, oculi, orbicularis ori, the sphincters that we described on the previous chapter. So they're ribbons of fascicles of muscles that are located around an body opening. When they contract, they close. the opening, when they relax, they open that opening. Those are the circular type of fascicle arrangement. And then we have the pennate. Pennate means feather. Does it look like a feather? So we have the uni, the bipe, and the multi-pennate. And what happens in here is that we have in the three types of pennate muscles, we have a tendon. Ah, well, we have a tendon. Sorry about that. And on the tendon, in the first type, in the unipennate, the muscle fascicles attach to one side of that tendon. In the bipennate, we have the tendon right here in the middle, and the muscles attach in the muscles, that's what I said? The fascicles attach on either side of that tendon. And in the multi-pennate, we have not one, but two or more tendons, and the fascicles attach on either side of each of the tendons. Examples of the unipennate is the extensor hallucis longus. Of the bipennate, look at the rectus femoris, and the multipennate, the deltoid muscle. The importance of this is that the arrangement of these, or the disposition of these fascicles within the muscle, can influence two factors. One is the range of motion, and the other is the power of the muscle. The range of muscle means the amount of movement that a muscle allows. The more parallel the muscle fascicles are, the more it can shorten, the more it can contract. So the more of all of these type of muscles, the ones that have a greater range of motions are the parallel. First the strap-like, then the fusiform. Now, the power of muscle is dictated or depends of the number of muscle fibers in one muscle fascicle, and hence in the entire muscle. It, it talks about the force of that muscle during contraction. So the ones that has more fibers in per muscle are the convergent and the multi-pennate, where we can attach muscle fibers following different directions. These muscles are bulkier, so maybe they cannot provide a great range of motion, but they're very strong, very powerful muscles. Now, in the next video, we are going to start explaining about the principles of leverage, and how do we apply that into the mechanics of the muscles of the body. See you later, alligator.